All right, man. Albert Breer, I think from the NFL Network, NFL Insider revealed that it is true that the Seahawks threw a monkey wrench in the Detroit Lions' plans and drafted Devon Witherspoon 5th overall. They got the pick from Denver, by the way, in the Russell Wilson trade. And that the Lions basically were prepared to take Jahmyr Gibbs, number 6 overall, if they had to. But let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop videos. So you probably think that the Lions were calling around to try to trade the pick. It's not true. They was really prepared to take Jahmyr Gibbs. What happened was Arizona called the Detroit Lions about trading up from 12. Now what happened with Arizona was they had a number 3 overall pick. Houston, Texas traded the number 12 pick, a future first round pick, a second round pick, and I think maybe some future third or second or something like that to move back from 12 to number 3 so they can pair their number 2 overall pick, C.J. Anderson, with Will Anderson. So, you know, Arizona wanted to make sure they could secure the Pierce kid from the Pierce Johnson, the tackle from Ohio State. So, you know, they might have been right because I believe the Bears, I think, went down like to 7 or 10 or something like that. Or I think it was 9 or something like that with Panthers from the trade down. And they went with the tackle from Tennessee. I believe the tackle from Northwestern also went not too far behind all of that. So, you know, they had to make a move. And had they stayed, you know, they probably would have ended up with no offensive tackle for Kyler Murray. So, yeah, we all knew it. I mean, that was the worst kept secret in the NFL that the Lions were, willing to take Devon Witherspoon. And I was thinking, okay, Witherspoon gone. I know that's their guy. They probably gonna take Christian Gonzalez. I just don't know what happened with Christian Gonzalez. That's the $1 million question. Nobody know what happened. He dropped all the way to 18. At some point, he was the number 1 corner on some people's board. I believe that Emmanuel Mosley guy might have went ahead of him. So I don't know what happened. I thought they was gonna go with Christian Gonzalez. Here, a lot of Raiders fans want Christian Gonzalez. So I don't know what came up in his profile where people wasn't happy with him. But a lot of people probably thought the Lions could have took, I don't know who else, people wanted them to take at that point. I mean, Jalen Carter, but we know the history with them and not taking guys with character concerns. Other than that, man, Khalid Kancey, that was too early to take him. So yeah, I mean, I don't know who else they wanted to take. Maybe Jackson Smith or Jigba. I don't know, but he went a little later too. So I mean, it really wasn't no clear, concise pick there. I thought they would probably go ahead and take Christian Gonzalez. Then most people figured at 18 they could have took Jahmyr Gibbs, and then they could have got Jack Campbell in the second round or moved back up and got Jack Campbell. But it was rumors that at 15 the Jets was going to take Jahmyr Gibbs, and it was rumors that Atlanta was trying to trade it back into the first round to get Jack Campbell. So people can talk about draft grades, which are irrelevant, bro, because it has no bearing. Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Witherspoon, none of these guys have made any impact in the National Football League yet. And it's all just assumption. There's no sure things. You never know. Somebody can go out there and, never play a snap. And something can happen. I mean, some people can go out there and get the money. And that's the thing people don't really know. It's the shit that comes with the National Football League. You don't know how a lot of people don't know how much shit get covered up in college. A lot of these dudes do a lot of dumb stuff in college. A lot of grades get changed in college. A lot of shit gets swept under the rug. So then again, you take them out of this culture that's really coddling them or nurturing them, and then you give them a whole bunch of money. You got to think about a lot of these dudes ain't never had a job. Maybe outside of work study, a lot of these dudes ain't never had a 9 to 5. So you turn around, you give a young man $10 million. Most agents only care about what they do. Most of them come from families that ain't never had anywhere close to that money. Most of them ain't never paid an energy bill, ain't never paid a rent, mortgage, none of that shit. You give them that much money, and guess what, people go do? Yeah, they buy your mama a house, they get a car and all this type of shit, but they go do a bunch of dumb shit. They said, Shannon Sharp always said, money make you more than what you are. So it's a lot of shit that go into the equation. They get the money, feel like I made it. I ain't got to work hard. You can't tell me nothing. You know, some of these dudes come from good backgrounds where the money ain't going to change them, and they are good people. You know, and sometimes, you know, people, family getting, you know, they bothering you, dealing with shit on the field, off the field. Now you got women that you dealing with, baby mamas you dealing with. They changing. You don't know who to trust. You know, I listened to somebody that said this. I can't remember what interview I was listening to, but somebody was just saying this again. He said, man, a lot of people think when you get money. He said, I wish everybody could experience being a millionaire so they could see what comes with what come. Jermaine O'Neal, he was on the Knucklehead podcast. Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson. He said, I wish everybody can experience having money. Because he said it's real. He said it's more money, more power. He said, I wish everybody can experience being rich, be a millionaire, as he said. So they can see how many problems come with being a millionaire. And then also when you put fame on top of it. A lot of people want to be more famous than rich or more famous than wealthy. If I have money, I just disappear. I just live a very discreet life. You know, I wouldn't want to know people know I have money. I'm more of a, you know, I'd rather play the background, but all that comes into play. When you talk about draft game, you can't equate that. Some people family hitting them for money, stressing them out. Travis Kelce said that he was down bad one off season when he was, you know, early in his career. He was telling Shannon Sharp, I was down so bad where I was dodging the landlord to pay the rent. I ain't had the money to pay my rent. So you talk about that aspect of it. Then you talking about now you not in that, now you ain't nobody forced you to go to class. You know, mommy and daddy ain't on top of you like that to make sure you're doing everything you got to do. A coach ain't on top of you like that. Now you got a lot of free time, a lot of free will. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that go into that. Now you in a structure where, you know, once you leave a building, I ain't going back to the dormitory. I'm going home. What you gonna do with your free time? Now you got newfound fame. Now you a target. How you gonna protect yourself? So you gotta, you know, that's why veterans are so important. It's like coaches are like parents. Yeah, you hear what they say, go through in one ear and out the other, and then it may not apply until you get into a situation. Yeah, I hear it. But a lot of times when you got your brother can actually tell you, or sister actually can tell you something, and you feel it more. And it resonate more, you more. That's why it's kind of important. That's why you guys, some people say, you come from a good family, why you got a mentor? Sometimes a mentor can reach where dad can't reach, or mom can't reach, or a coach can reach where my mom and dad can't reach, or a teammate can reach where coach and dad can't reach. That's why it's good to have them veterans in that locker room. And that's why I feel like they passed on Jalen Carter, because, you know, I don't think they trusted their veteran leadership being a very, very young team. I think he need a very strong veteran core to make sure, you know, he be on his P's and Q's. So, yeah, draft grades is difficult because just the small aspect that I just, you know, you go from a structured lifestyle into a lifestyle in which when you're not in the building, when you at home, it's a lot that can happen. It's a lot that you're going to deal with getting that money. So, draft grades, it don't matter. You can't grade a team 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. So, that is what it is. Shout out to Witherspoon, though. I knew he was going to be the pick, and, you know, Seattle fucked us. Pause. But, yeah, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, we drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the links where you find me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.